By season 1, episode 6. So right off the bat, this episode will all pretty much hang out, right? PewDiePie goes to an arcade. It's kind of like a Five Nights at Freddy's theme, and I actually thought that was actually quite good. Overall, some other good things in this episode was actually Matt Pat from Game Viewers and Eagle Raptor, from Gamer Grumps. They actually kind of make an appearance in here, and they actually play the game with PewDiePie. Overall, I think they actually do a decent enough job, and it's probably entertaining to see, especially if you're a fan of those two guys. But overall, they really kind of do nothing, and they're a bit pointless. Now, some other good things in here is actually the prosthetics on Eagle Raptor towards the end. I actually thought it was actually quite cool. You kind of see the Robert Kirkman stuff kind of coming in right there. But overall, I thought that was actually quite great. Some other things is the bear inside the playpen. I thought that the midget bear was actually quite scary and kind of frightening. On top of like the Five Nights at Freddy's theme, just in general. Now, some negatives to add on to this point is pretty much PewDiePie himself, right? Now, granted, this show is called Scare PewDiePie, but they might as well just call it Let's Fuck with PewDiePie, because that's the whole basis of this entire show. It's not scaring him, just kind of fucking around with him. Now, also some other things is that when he's kind of screaming constantly, I do kind of feel like I need subtitles just in general. Now, granted, he's not speaking Swedish. He's just kind of speaking screaming moron. Now, granted, I'm not calling him a moron per se. I'm just saying that he's screaming like one, and it's very hard to understand what the hell he's saying. Now, overall, this was actually a pretty decent episode, and for the most part, I was slightly entertained. It's just that the two guys that are kind of brought in here for, I guess, to get word spreading for people to see, it really doesn't work out because they really don't do too much, and once again, Timmy kind of dies. But the biggest highlight pretty much was PewDiePie that said, if you kill PewDiePie, that'll be a very bad idea. But for me personally, I was just like, well, it depends on who you ask personally, because there's some people on the internet that love this guy and be like, I need to have his baby, some people. And then there's other people that said, burn that motherfucker with a stake. But overall, this was an entertaining enough episode. I'm better than last week, but that's my review. Comment, subscribe, and like. Subscribe, help me out. 400, signing out.